What's going on, everybody? The year 2022 has come to an end, so I've compiled my top 10 movies of the year. Keep in mind that these aren't reviews of the movies, but just my top 10 list of this year. I made this list based on the movies I enjoyed watching and the experience I had watching them. Yours might be different, but that's the magic of movies. They're all subjective. So let's not waste any time and get right into it. At number 10 is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I did a full spoiler review on this film, and I can only imagine it being higher on my list if Chadwick Boseman was still with us. It truly is commendable how the Black Panther team was able to shift gears after finding out their lead actor and main character had passed away. However, the end product is a touching tribute that satisfyingly moves the franchise forward. It also introduces one of MCU's strongly written villains in Namor, someone I'm interested in seeing more of in the MCU. At number 9 is Drishyam 2, which is a Bollywood sequel to the 2015 film Drishyam, starring Ajay Devgan, Tabu, and Akshay Khanna. It is set 7 years after the events of the first film, and it's an appropriately timed sequel. They didn't wait too long to make the sequel. Overall, it's an outstanding edge-of-the-seat thriller, with the right amount of twists and turns that it doesn't leave the viewer feeling lost. At number 8 is Barbarian. This horror film caught me by total surprise. I was really impressed by how this film was able to keep me on the edge of my seat throughout most of it. And the way the suspense that's built up is quite impressive, considering this entire film was only made for $5 million. Trust me when I say this, the less you know going into Barbarian, the better. At number 7 is The Northman, with a star-studded cast like Alexander Skarsgård, Nicole Kidman, Anna Taylor-Joy, Ethan Hawke, and William Dafoe. The plot centers around a Viking prince who sets out on a quest to avenge the murder of his father. The film is heavily influenced by Norse mythology. The violence is brutal, and the performance by Alexander is just the cherry on top. The grounded tone is what brought me into the film, but the story is what kept me engaged. At number 6 is Prey. Prey is part of the Predator franchise, and it's actually the prequel to the original 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator movie. This movie ignited a whole curiosity in me about the whole Predator franchise, the way these hunters hunt, these predators operate, and how they have an entire backstory. It's very intriguing. Check out my full review on Prey with the link in the description. At number 5 is The Menu. I had a blast with this movie. This suspense thriller script is witty and sharp. It's impressive how it's able to sprinkle in just the right amount of humor while still not taking any of the suspense away. Anya Taylor-Joy and Ralph Fiennes' portrayal and chemistry is top tier, as their performance is really captivating to watch. Lastly, the food in this movie looked freaking amazing. It's as if I was watching MasterChef, but with way more suspense. Sorry, Gordon Ramsay. At number 4 is 13 Lives. Now, this is a true story which reminded me that when human beings come together for a cause, they're able to achieve the impossible. This movie reenacts the true rescue mission in Thailand, where a group of young boys and their soccer coach are trapped in a system of underground caves that are flooding. The intense and uncomfortable rescue procedures that are required to rescue these boys deserve every bit of attention. So in my opinion, the rescue team members are the real superheroes of the world, and this story needs to be watched. If you're enjoying this video, remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps my channel grow and be more visible in the YouTube universe. Now, for my top 3. Robert Pattinson crushes it as the Caped Crusader opposite of Paul Dano's realistic take on the Riddler. That's right, I'm talking about the Batman. What I liked most about the Batman was that we saw him in Batman costume for 95% of this film. It really takes us into the mind and body of the Caped Crusader, and we can really see the psyche of the Batman in this one. More so, what gets me excited for this franchise is the way they set up Gotham City. Gotham has its own personality, which no other Batman movie was able to replicate. I dive a little deeper into the movie in my full spoiler video. Check it out in the link below. At number 2 is a sequel to the biggest box office hit ever, Avatar. James Cameron, the director, waited 13 years to finish Avatar 2, and it was totally worth it. I enjoyed this movie a lot, and to call it a movie is sort of an understatement. It felt more like a field trip, an experience that I immersed into another world completely. And that's what a good movie experience is. For like 3.5 hours, I forgot about my personal life and felt as if I was part of this fictional planet because everything looked and sort of felt so real. Even though the story is not groundbreaking, the visual effects as well as the work of the motion capture of the actors make this one of the best movies to see in theaters. And now for my number one film. I truly believe this movie saved several movie theaters from running out of the business after the pandemic due to its box office success. And that movie is Top Gun Maverick. The experience I had watching these jets soar through the sky was like no other. The most impressive part, aside from them using real jets during filming, was that Tom Cruise and his team of actors actually got in the cockpit of these fighter jets for their flying sequences. The dedication clearly paid off, as the final product is a high octane and astonishing film that is bound to take your breath away. Tom Cruise knows how to entertain the audience, and that's why Top Gun needs to be experienced on the biggest screen and the best sound system as possible. So, those are my top 10 movies for 2022. If you liked this video, leave a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Until next time, peace.